Okay, hey guys, it's MC Squared with Zulus, and I'm here with Jeremy, and we're looking at all the indie game designers today. Right now, we're looking at Jeremy's game, Hedge Hijinks. That's what we're showing off at Emerald City Comic Con this weekend. So tell us a little bit about your game, Jeremy.
So hedge-based hijinks is a game where the players are wizards in a hedge maze that they are growing as they play. Each player has a deck of cards that represents their spells, and they play spells on their turn to add hedges to the maze, hopefully to trap their opponents in the maze while keeping themselves safe. At the end of a player's turn, if their wizard is completely surrounded by hedges, that wizard is removed from the board, and if the player's second wizard is removed from the board, the game ends for them. And once there's only one player left, then that player is the winner.
Sure thing. Can you walk me through just a couple rounds of it and what it looks like?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. Let's take a look. So this is our hedge.
Yep. So depending on the player count, you have a different size board. So just to keep things simple, we'll do 3 players.
All right.
So at the start, we have a statue that's going to start on the board no matter what.
Okay.
Certain cards will refer to statues. And then the start player will place a wizard and a hedge on the board. Then we'll go around in a snake style. So the last player will place their second wizard after they've placed their hedge, and then going back.
Gotcha.
And then on your turn, you either play a card from your hand, or you can discard any number of cards and then draw that many. And then you have to move one of your wizards unless the card you play says otherwise.
Okay. Looks like all of that's right here. Reference cards. Reference cards are the best things in modern board games.
Yes.
Alrighty.
The trick is fitting everything that needs to be on there onto one card.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, show me exactly how we're doing this.
Alright,
I've got a deck of cards in front of me.
Yep. So I will go ahead and just go first to make things easy.
Alright.
So I'm going to place my wizard in a hedge.
Okay. Alright, we're all placing green hedges right now. I assume these. Yeah. Nah.
Okay, and then you'll place your second wizard, but no hedge. And then the 2 cards next to you, they have the little 3-player icon. We'll shuffle those into the deck.
Okay. A whole deck of cards right here that shuffle up. And it looks like you're still in prototype phase right now, or is this
Yes, I'm doing just extended playtesting, so. And then you will draw 3 cards. Replace one of those because it's the same.
Right. Let's take a look at my opening hand right here. And is everybody's deck the same, or?
There are slight differences. So the card that we shuffled in is different for everybody. And then the card you have in front of you that's face up here is your own personal spell. You have 2 copies of that. One sitting out that you can play instead of a card in your hand. And then one that's in your deck somewhere that, hopefully you'll get lucky enough. Those are kind of get out of trouble cards.
Gotcha.
So I will start by playing Hedge Spell Fountain. Place a hedge on 2 different fountain squares, at least 2 squares apart, and I may choose not to move this time. So I'm going to place one here, and I will place the second hedge here, and then I will choose not to move because I think my wizards are in pretty good spots.
Okay, goes over to another player over here.
Campfire.
All right.
You don't want to move? Okay. He also chooses not to move.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use this Dark Link, where it lets me move both of my wizards. Go ahead and move one to here.
Oh, so the movement is orthogonal,
okay.
and it's 1 plus optional 1 for each hedge next to you. Normal.
Okay, so like I could move through a hedge for 2.
No, so the hedges can't be moved through.
Okay.
But you can, so because this hedge is here, that wizard could move 2. Like this wizard could only move 1 right now because he doesn't have anything around him.
Okay, so I can move, so for each adjacent hedge, I can move an extra 1. Got it. To give me more opportunity to get away from being boxed in.
Yep.
So I would go 1, 2, that one, and then I think, and I said orthogonal, so not diagonal.
Right.
1, 2. Now seems fine. All right. All right, and now after I move, starting with you, each player must place a hedge on the same square as one of their wizards. So, put this one over here.
Okay.
Alright, so what is the benefit to boxing yourself in a corner here? Does that mean, can the outside walls have hedges placed on them, I guess?
No, the outside walls are considered to have hedges on them.
Okay.
So the board is basically boxed in by hedges.
Okay. So, is there a benefit then to boxing yourself in like this, which is what has just happened, or?
Not necessarily, but I assume he would do that if he knows he has a way to get that wizard out, or perhaps he only wants to deal with only having one wizard on the board. It might be a little bit easier to manage.
I guess.
So I definitely think we'll see, because he has until the end of his turn to save that wizard.
I draw to a hand size of 3, and then that's my turn.
Alright, so I'm going to play Sandstorm, which allows me to choose up to 2 hedges on different squares and replace them with walls.
Alright.
Walls differentiate from hedges based on different cards will refer to different... will refer to walls or hedges.
Okay.
So replace that one. Replace that one. And then I will move this wizard here and end my turn.
I'm going to play Levitation. It's going to move a hedge that is on a square adjacent to one of my wizards. To 3 squares away from my wizard. So I'm going to move him, move this hedge right here. And then I can place a hedge on any square. And then I can move my wizard.
Alright. So...
And this card is removed from the game.
Alright, so next I think I'm going to use this card here, Crumble, that lets me... I choose a square adjacent, so I can choose this one, and then remove a statue from that, or a wall from that square.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And then I move, and I have 2 hedges adjacent to me, so I can just go 1, 2.
Yes, plus the outside. If you wanted, you could move 3.
Okay. No, I think I just want to stay in the corner, right there. And then that's my turn. We'll draw a fresh card, and we'll go. Probably go until one wizard gets boxed in, just to see the flow of the game for our learning purposes here.
Okay, I will play Hedge Spell Fountain. And I will choose not to move.
Alright. going to play Mass Teleport. We'll place a hedge on any square. And then each player must move one of their wizards to a square of the same type that it's on. Any square here.
So then everyone has to move one to either a fire or a fountain?
Yep.
No. So what'll happen is he's on a fire square. So if you move him, he'd have to move to another fire, and he's on a grass, so he'd have to move to a different grass square.
Okay, so move at the same type that they're on, not the same type that the hedge got placed on.
Correct.
Got it. All right. So this. Can two wizards occupy the same space?
No, they cannot.
All right, and what if there's no movable route to that? Like my guy's trapped back here on the grass. Does he get to move through?
No. No,
Oh,
he's just teleporting.
Okay,
And so
so-
you already moved your one guy. It's just
Okay,
one
so,
of
so
them.
it's just one of them.
Yeah.
All right.
So I will move this guy to here. So he is safe. Okay. Did you draw back one too? Okay.
Okay.
All right. It's my turn. I'll go ahead and play a hedge spell grass. And we place a hedge on two different grass squares. At least